Hi, it's Matt Bisogno here, and I hope you're enjoying lockdown. Obviously, there's not much going on in the racing world, and there might be other things happening for you, but every cloud has a silver lining, and it presents an opportunity somewhere, somehow, I think. For us at Geegeez, it's given us a chance to do a few nips and tucks, tidy up a few things, and in this video I want to show you what we've been doing to the race cards. Unfortunately, if I go to the race card page, as you very well know, there's not a great deal going on right now, sadly. But if I go to the results, I can call back historical races, and we can look a little bit there at what what we did have and we now miss, and we can see that in the new colour scheme, the new layout that we've got. So we'll go to this 5 o'clock race here, won by a Geegeez filly called Coquelicot, and I'm going to come back to that in a second. The first thing I'll do is show you the new look race card. All of the data is as it was. There's no change to anything. It's all in the same place as it was. We've just given it a facelift, really. Tidied it up a bit, made it look a little bit more appealing, hopefully. And yeah, it's I think it looks a little bit better anyway. I hope you agree. Because if you don't like the look of this, this is going to be a long 10 minutes, I think. Full form is next. Now that looks very much as it did previously. Perhaps we've made things a little bit squarer and a little bit bluer. But what we've also done is, personally, it's always been a bit of a bugbear that there's a big gap filled with a lot of content between the detail about the runner up here at the top and the horse's form down here at the bottom. So what you can do now is you can, if you click on any of these title bars, they will disappear, including the race form, and then obviously if you click them again, you can get the bits that you're interested in to reappear. So that's just neat and tidy. Very I'm looking forward to using that. That's very helpful. Now brace yourselves, because Instant Expert looks a bit different. And well, let's do this. In fact, I'm going to go to a different race because there's not much form in that race. Let's go to hopefully there is a, yeah, here we go, Midlands Grand National. Okay, let's have a look at this. So there we are. It's changed, as you can see. I'm just going to change a couple of these boxes to get a bit more data in the window. And you can see that where it was basically a green or red or orange outline, we filled the boxes now, and it takes a bit of getting used to, maybe, but once you've got your head around it, I think it's an improvement. As ever was the case, if you click on any of the blocks, so if I click on this block, it will open up the relevant form. So this is De Racecounter's form between 3 miles and 4 1/4 miles, which is the range that I selected. And you can hopefully see that the green is a slightly lighter shade to indicate the form block that is open, and these are the form lines within it. So that's that, and then clicking on that or clicking anywhere else will open another form block. So that's that. Again, hopefully it's a bit prettier while still retaining all of the features that you are used to. So that's Instant Expert, and then we have a similar look to Pace. We slightly changed the blobs, the Pace blocks here. What have I done there? Oh yeah, I've done it the wrong way around. Of course I have. Let's make that soft to heavy, and we'll make that 16 plus, and we'll make that 12. And you can, so the blobs are slightly different colour. We've got these blue title bars again, and everything else is pretty much as it was. down here in the pace map. So that's the pace tab. The draw tab, likewise, we've the draw tab, that shouldn't be there, should it, for you Toxiter? So that's a bug. We'll get that fixed. Let's go to a flat race where the draw tab should be there, and you can see there that it's all pretty much as it was. My old IV3 smoothing out the curve, and the heat maps and so on. So everything's just a little bit prettier, I think, a bit neater and tidier. So that's the draw tab. Odds, likewise, again, just a slight cosmetic enhancement. So let's go back to the results tab, and you can see hopefully the familiar, if you've got it set up this way from your My Geegeez, from your profile, you can see I've got my sectional colour blobs. Everything is as it was, so the sectionals are there, the running lines are there, comments, horse comments are there. But we have this new button on the end called Future Form. Now for this race, almost certainly they've all got no form, because this race was the 14th of March, which was just before racing shut up shop. But if they had raced since then, you would see in here their subsequent race history. So that's a new thing, Future Form. Quite helpful. Hopefully, if we ever get going, it will show you things like with the 2-year-old maiden and novice races or 3-year-old handicaps. You'll be able to look to see which races are working out at a glance in the result. So that's pretty useful. Again, everything else is as it was. So, for example, if we click on the winner, we get all of the winners' data. We've got the running line here. We've got the future form. We've got the sectional blobs and information, and we've got the running line here. So that's all, as I say, as it was, just a bit prettier. The two other things I want to quickly show you are that we've basically done the same on the draw analyzer and the pace analyzer. So they've got a bit of a facelift. Everything pretty much as it was. Let's go to Chester. Make this good to firm to good. Actual handicap. 9 to 10. There we go. And if we go down here, you can see, put it on place, you can see how the strong advantage that low drawn horses that lead or race prominently have over the rest of them. And again, that is shown in the draw run style combinations. So that's the draw analyzer. It's a really useful tool actually, and if you've got a bit of time now, you could actually go through this track by track, and you could make yourself a nice list of draw and or draw pace angles to work with when the season starts. We've got all the all the UK tracks and all the Irish in here, so it's a real treasure trove of information if you're prepared to, if you've got a few hours to spare and want to spend them in there. The other one that we've updated is the pace analyzer. Very similar setup. You've got the jump courses in here as well by code and distance. So again, you can play around with that to your heart's content and get a feel for which tracks suit which run styles and so on. That's it. That's where we are. We're chipping away. As you know, there's bundles of great content actually on the site at the moment. Dave Renham's York draw and pace article is a masterclass from Mr. Renham, and absolutely I'd encourage you to have a look at that. Likewise, Mr. Stat of the Day, easy for me to say, Chris Worrell has done his first micro angles blog here. There's some stuff that I've done as well, some Tony Keenan, and I'm just editing a piece by John Shenton on layoff angles, which is fascinating. So that'll be on site soon. Ticked up to the 10-minute marker, so this is Matt Bisogno saying I hope you like the new layout. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.